So I want to direct your attention to the time of May 7th, 2023. Were you living at the Maplewood Commons where you pointed out on Exhibit
Yes.
2? And were you present when you learned a shooting had occurred?
Yeah, I was in my apartment with my kids.
And how many kids do you have?
Now I have 3, then I had 2.
And do you remember their approximate age at that May 7th, 2023 timeframe? I'm going to make you do math.
2 and 3.
And when you, what were you doing inside your apartment immediately before the shooting?
Cooking for them.
And what did you hear or see that led you to believe there may have been a shooting?
It sounded like firecrackers.
And can you describe the number of those firecracker type sounds that you heard?
Maybe just a couple of them.
And what did you do upon hearing that noise?
I walked to my patio door and looked out the curtain.
And would that be the first floor of the unit?
Yep.
And what did you see as you were looking outside your patio door as you moved the curtain?
Everyone was freaking out, and the boys were running across the road.
And when you say the boys were running across the road, what did you recognize any of them?
Yeah,
And who did you recognize?
Parise and Antonio.
And did you see any, specifically to the defendant, any type of clothing that he was wearing on his top?
A bright hoodie, I'm pretty sure.
And do you recall the exact color as you sit here today?
No.
And did you see specifically to the defendant, Parise Larry, did you see anything in his hands?
Yeah,
And what did you see in his hands?
a gun.
And what did you see the defendant doing with the gun?
He was running, and I'm pretty sure he let off 2 fires, but I could be wrong, I don't know.
And why do you, when you say 2 fires, can you explain what you mean
2
by that?
shots.
Fired the gun twice?
Yep.
And could you come down on Exhibit 2? Well, let me ask you this before you do that. Does Exhibit 2 reflect the area where you saw the defendant with the gun in his hand, where you believed he fired twice?
Yeah.
Could you come down and point that out for the jury, please?
It was like in this area over here.
So you're pointing, you can grab a seat again. We've got the 2 buildings that are on the upper close to Pioneer Road, and you were pointing to the grass area between those 2 buildings?
Can you repeat that?
Yes, sorry. There's on Exhibit 2, you can see where Pioneer Road is at the top of the
Yep.
image?
Yep.
And there's 2 buildings directly underneath that in white?
Yep.
And then between those 2 buildings, you were pointing to the grassy area?
Yep.
After seeing, and let me come back to, you believe that the defendant fired the gun twice. Why did you believe that he fired the gun twice?
Because I heard, like, it sounded like firecrackers again.
As you were looking?
Watch it, yeah.
And after seeing that, what did you do?
I stepped outside to see what was going on.
And did you make any phone calls?
Yes,
And who did you call?
his mother,
And when you say his mother, who are you referring to?
Parise's mother, Carrie.
And I don't want to get into what Carrie said right now, but what were you telling Carrie?
Just everything that was going on.
And without, again, getting into what she said, was she responding to you?
Yeah,
And what was the tone of her voice?
worried.
And when you say worried, can you be any more specific?
She was just worried and scared and trying to figure out what happened, what her son got into.
And then when you saw the defendant with the gun with Antonio, you said you saw them running?
Yep,
And where did you see them running to?
across the road.
And can you come down again on Exhibit 2 and point out the area you saw them running across? And so you're pointing almost directly above the area in the grass that you pointed to before? And that was Pioneer Road that you showed them running across? You can grab a seat again, thank you.
Ms. Reyes, one thing that helps my court reporter is she types down everything that we say, and in ordinary conversation, we tend to kind of just talk back and forth, but if we can try to wait until Attorney Tony's done talking, then you can answer, and I ask Attorney Tony to try to wait until you're done, until he
Okay.
asks another question, okay?
Yep.
Thank you.
And did you have any communication with the defendant, Parise Larry, after the shooting that same day?
Yes.
And when was that communication?
After they were already gone.
Do you,
Out of the,
sorry, go ahead.
after they were already gone and across where I couldn't see him anymore.
And would you be able to estimate how long after that communication would have been?
Maybe 5-10 minutes.
And what was what type of communication did you have with the defendant?
He asked if I could pick him and Antonio up.
And how did he make that request? What means did he do it through?
What do you mean?
How, were you physically with him? How did you?
No, he called me. I was in my apartment still.
And what exactly did the defendant say to you?
I just asked if I could pick him up.
And did you?
No,
Why not?
because I had my kids. And I told him whatever happened, I don't want nothing to do with it.
And did the defendant tell you why he wanted you to pick him up?
No,
And you remember talking with Detective Milan about what you saw and heard that day after the shooting?
yes,
And would it refresh your memory to see a report that Detective Milan did summarizing that?
sure.
Angela, I'm bringing up Exhibit 63. It's a one-page document, front and back. The page I'm going to show you, the upper, is page 97 of 103. And what I want you to do is just look at this very top portion that's got the pink highlighting. Silently read that to yourself, please, and let us know when you're finished. I see you're looking up. I'm going to come take that exhibit back, which I now have, thank you. And having reviewed that, did it refresh your memory?
Yes.
And what did the defendant say?
Come pick me up, I did something bad.
And I think the final question I have for you, have you ever been, well, two questions. Have you ever been convicted of a crime?
Yes,
How many times?
1.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Attorney Jensen.
Mr. Mogren is going to handle this.
Go ahead, Attorney Mokrin.
Thank you. Ms. Reyes, do you recall police came to your apartment on May 8th?
Yes.
And at that time, why did they go there?
Objection calls for speculation.
Did they go there to ask you to identify somebody?
Yes.
And because the day before, somebody ran into your apartment, correct?
Yes.
Who ran into your apartment?
Benno.
And do you know who?
Benno, B-E-N-O.
And did you identify Benno for the police?
That day, no.
What did you tell the police about Benno that day?
That he was visiting and he had just got to town.
And that you didn't really know him, correct?
Yep.
And the police showed you this video of Benno because he had been at the shooting, correct?
At the shooting? I don't know. I don't know who was all at the shooting besides the people they just said.
But that's why they asked you to identify him,
They
correct?
said that he was with them before at the park, not that he was with them during the shooting.
And you did not identify Benno at that time, correct?
No.
Was there a time about on May 12th that you spoke to police?
Yes.
And you did identify Benno then, correct?
Yes,
And you told them that Benno had been staying with you for weeks, correct?
yep.
So why were you protecting Benno?
It's not that I was protecting him, I just know he had nothing to do with it.
Well, so you spoke to Benno?
No, I haven't talked to him since.
Well, how do you know Benno had nothing to do with it?
Your Honor, I'll object if it calls for a statement from Benno. If it's something else, I'm not objecting, just wanted to get ahead of any possible response.
All right, so Ms. Reyes, if you can answer without disclosing anything Benno or someone else said to you,
Okay.
you can answer, okay?
Okay,
Well, did Benno stick around after the shooting?
yes,
But then he left, right?
yes.
He went to Chicago, right?
I think so, I don't know.
You said that you heard 2 shots, correct?
Yep,
You didn't actually see Parise Larry fire that gun, correct?
no.
You just heard it.
When I looked out my curtain, yes. That's what I heard when he was running.
And Antonio Johnston was with him, correct?
Yeah, he was already across the street though.
Okay. So you could have heard Antonio Johnston firing, correct?
Yep,
So I'm a little bit confused. You said you saw them from your apartment, correct?
yep,
And you saw them running across the street.
yep.
Where was your apartment located on that map?
Right there in the corner.
Okay, when you,
Do you want me to go up and show
is it
you?
okay if- are you- Can you get up and point to us where your apartment was?
Right here on this corner, facing there.
Okay. And then, where do you believe you saw Mr. Larry and Mr. Johnston?
Because here is my living room side doors, so here's across the street where I can see it.
So when you're saying across the street, you actually mean the parking lot, correct? Okay. And then which way did they run?
This one.
Okay, thank you. And then, you said you received a phone call from Mr. Larry, correct?
Yes,
Was that a text or a phone call?
phone call.
Did you turn over your phone to the detective?
No,
So you just told the detective that you got a phone call, correct?
yep,
They didn't ask for your phone logs?
nope.
And when did you tell law enforcement that?
When the last time we had talked,
And when was that?
I think that was the 12th. Yeah, I think it was the 12th.
And so we just have to take your word for it that
Yep.
Miss Larry called you, right?
Yep.
I have no further questions.
Attorney Tony, anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. I want to kind of direct you back to when you were describing seeing the defendant with a firearm in his hand. And one of the things, you did the, which is pretty common, but we have to say yeses and nos so the
Yes.
court reporter
Yes.
can type that. And you pointed to this area in the grass
Yep.
here.
Yes.
And you indicated you saw the defendant, Parise Larry, with a firearm?
Yes.
And did you see the direction of where the firearm may have been pointed?
Yeah, towards the parking lot up more.
And can you come down and just describe that or point it out for the jury, please? And you're pointing kind of at an angle, I'm sorry, go ahead,
Yeah, at the angle like this.
into the parking lot?
Yep.
Thank you. And you said you saw Antonio Johnston or Snoop as well?
Yeah.
And
But
when
he
you
was,
said,
he was already across the street.
and when you say street, do you mean East Pioneer Road?
Yeah.
And did you see any firearm or gun in his hand when you saw him at that time?
No, because I only seen like from his shoulder up. He was already that far gone.
So you weren't able to see his
No.
hands?
Nope.
So if he had a gun, you wouldn't know yes or no? I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Attorney Mogren, anything else?
Just a few more questions. Could you go back up to the picture, please?
Your Honor, I'm going to give her a microphone.
Thank you.
You were just reading my mind, Attorney Tony. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Reyes. Will you point again, please, to where your apartment was?
Right here.
Okay. And will you point to the building where you said you saw, that's where you saw Parise Larry, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then, where did you see him run from to get to there?
When I see him, he was over here. I don't know where he came out, because when I came to my apartment.
And Your Honor, if she could use the microphone.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was, when I seen him, he was over here on the side already.
Okay. So when you saw him, he was on the side of the building.
Yes.
And then, which direction did he run?
This way. Up across Pioneer Road.
Okay, can you show me if you know where the back door is on 868?
Is that this building?
Yes.
I think it's over here.
So, if Mr. Larry ran out the back door, you wouldn't be able to see him, correct?
No.
I have no further questions.
Thank you, Ms. Reyes. Attorney Tony, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.